We live in an age where those in power are openly using every weapon at their disposal to impose their will upon the future. Where the principles of authoritarianism and individualism stand in open conflict in the streets, in the courts, in the news, in everyday life. Where the choices we make and the choices that are made for us have consequences no one can foresee. You do not stand alone. You do not fight alone. You do not suffer alone. We are united. We resist. We are here with you. As long as there is a truth that remains hidden, as long as lies are spread openly, we will continue to speak out. We will continue to question. We will continue to be the united resistance.
Same thing we always do. Fight them until we can't.
Oh, you're damn right. We're going to fight them until we can't, because who else will? So, we need to keep adding to those numbers every day, folks. We need real patriots. We need real American citizens out there exposing all the bullshit that is happening in this country right now. We need to take back our country. And on that note, it's great to see everybody for episode 28 of United Resistance. I'm very happy to say, situation hasn't really changed. Obviously, I'm still in existential crisis here with everything going on in the bills and financial sector wise, but today was a good day because I got back on the horse and started writing for Bound Again to Comics. And I'm very, very happy that, I got back to my roots a little bit. It's been about 5 months or so, give or take, since I've last posted up an article for Bounding. And it was about time. And there was some good things to write about. I got a good piece that is going up about libs of TikTok. She's been getting death threats. She's had a number of things happen. And also, Twitter is conspiring to ban her. And she went and exposed it behind the scenes. She actually got a leaked excerpt of employee chats. And they clearly point out that they were having internal discussion about targeting and banning her channel specifically. They also in that chat dropped some interesting nuggets where they basically boasted that they got President Trump deplatformed. And, that is golden. So I urge you, when you do read the article, when the article goes live, check out Libs of TikTok's Substack, because she is putting out some good new stuff now too, in addition to continuing to expose just the absolutely terrible behavior of the quote progressive left, and all of those people that come after her, come after people like me, come after the journalists that are actually doing real journalism, myself, Drew Hernandez, Indy No, people like that. You get the people on the other side like Taylor Lorenz. And let me tell you, I called out Taylor Lorenz on Twitter. I'm so happy because she is a hack. She is a hack, people, and I just want to share this out because this was a glorious tweet that I put out about Taylor Lorenz. I said Taylor Lorenz should be exposed for the yellow journalist she is, devoid of ethics. Lorenz has gotten away with slimy hit pieces and politically motivated malicious behavior for far too long. She is quite simply a political operative of the progressive left. End her career. Absolutely. And people are like, oh, you shouldn't say that. That's cancel culture. You know what? Those people have no apologies for saying that about me, about libs of TikTok, about conservatives, about anybody that is a journalist, that is independent, doing their jobs, questioning what is happening. They have no remorse, so I don't have any remorse. And I will go and hit them right back where it hurts because I don't care. I have no fear about it. Come at me, lady. And of course, inevitably, I was auto blocked by Twitter, by her account for quote, oh, what was it? Oh, safety concerns.
Yeah, they can call you a Nazi or whatever they want to call you, but the second you say this yellow journalist, which I mean, it's a fair criticism to give her. These people skirt the line of libel so that they can try and twist the story whichever way they want that their readers are going to prefer. And you're the one who gets, hit with I mean, it's an auto block.
Nice, Trina. I like it.
The term is Oriental.
And
dun, she can't write.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is with Taylor Lorenz, with people like that, she has no problem openly doxing people because she's the one that doxed libs of TikTok's real name, which, by the way, I was respectful in the article. I did not go and put libs of TikTok's real name out of respect in the article, even though I think there's a couple instances in the chat transcript that she exposed about that the internal Twitter chat. They actually have her name in there, but when I was writing the piece, did not use her real name, and that's just out of respect. But Taylor Lorenz originally doxed her, and this is a problem. But you have journalists with no sense of ethics that will do that, and they're all from these progressive rags. They're all from the Voxes, the Vice, the Wapos of the world. They have no problem in doing that. So I'll tell you what, I've been there and played in the mud with people that have slung mud before, and I have no problem throwing it back at them. You want to go the character assassination route, we can play that way. But the thing is I won't stand for just sitting back and taking it, because I'm sick and tired of the people that have treated this like turn the other cheek. It's now time to stop turning the other cheek and start turn around and punch the bully in the stomach. That is what we need to do. And the Sentinel says, we're all just a collective of individuals. These journalists have mega media corporations to protect them. Yes, they do. But you know what? It doesn't hurt to still call them out. You can do that. And Sentinel, you are right. They can write whatever they want, and they have no accountability from their employers. They can pretty much go on without impunity and slander people to high heaven. But it doesn't matter. But I'm done with simply just being extra careful, giving them kid gloves, and going in and avoiding offending. I don't care about their feelings. I really don't.
Gloves are off.
Yeah, and it's a common problem we have. It's the double standard of, it's okay when somebody on the left does it, but anyone who's not a far leftist does it, and it's a problem. It's just like when they were getting all upset over people saying using the okay groomer meme.
Mm-hmm.
It's, oh, you can't say this. Do you know how wrong it is to just accuse all of these people of being kid diddlers? And it's like, well, hang on a second. we're actually pointing out people who are taking kids to drag races and letting
Ezra
letting the
Miller.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller, freaking kidnapped and groomed a teenager.
But you gotta take into consideration the people that you're talking about. These leftists are nothing but a bunch of insane fucking retards. They are. They don't have sense enough to come in and out of the rain. On the day God handed out brains, they thought he said trains, and they're like, what the hell do I need to wait in line for? I don't need a fucking train, and they went home. And now we're stuck with a bunch of brainless lemmings who think that, yeah, it's fine. You know what? I'm going to take my kid to a bar in the middle of the afternoon to watch some 6'2", 230-pound guy with 5 o'clock shadow dress up like Roof fucking Paul. This is the most sick, disgusting, twisted, garbage tier bullshit I have ever seen. And if anybody ever tells you that you're being intolerant because you don't want kids taken to drag shows, tell them, here, you know what? I'm going to ring my call button. Go ahead and put your head over this slab of 4x4. I got a 25-pound drywall hammer. I'm going to come do you like Old Yeller, but it's going to be a little more up close and personal because you're a fucking piece of shit. This, as a parent, there's nothing more abhorrent or disgusting than seeing people use kids as political props. And that's absolutely what these people are doing. I had somebody respond to a comment I made about the whole drag thing, and the guy's like, well, you said that the L's, the G's, and the B's are the normal, alphabet community, and the rest. He goes, the rest of them to us are just add-ons who are looking for credibility, and I'm like, thank you. Finally, somebody, a fucking gay man comes out and says, look, we're the lesbians, gays, and bis. We're the ones who we want to live our lives. We want to be normal and be left alone. And I'm sorry, at this point, if if gays offend your sensibilities, look, man, or woman, I don't know what to tell you. But to me, I'm a straight man. I'm married to a woman. If gays and lesbians want to get married and have to go through all of that bullshit, and if they get divorced, they got to pay alimony or fucking child support. You know what? You don't get to walk away scot-free. Absolutely. You can have all the bonuses, all the perks, but you get all the downfalls that come with it too. And that's the way society is supposed to be, everything being equal. Now, these fucking transformers and these other non-binary fucking Fruit Loops, look, I don't know what to tell you. You people are
crazy,
fucking...
dude.
It's mental illness being placated and being supported and propped up and attempted to be normalized. Even if you go so far as to look at like the DSM of the manual of all the mental illnesses, they're classifying things based on political ideologies now, which is fucking disgusting.
It's crazy.
It's doing a disservice to people that have mental disabilities and handicaps and want help and that can get help. It's doing a disservice to them, and that's the real crime here. Is you're hurting people that actually want to get help, and you're fucking hurting children, and it's wrong, and you're scum.
All right.
I'm done ranting.
That is a killer. That is a killer rant. That is a killer rant. Egypt is the man.
Where are the people that used to stand up for children when they were being sexually abused? Dancing around in women's clothes and underwear and Tata covers and all that stuff. And a singer up on stage with a giant green dildo strapped to her.
Yeah, Janet.
That would be Christina, right? I think I remember that.
Janet,
parents aren't being arrested. What the
bleeping hell is wrong with them?
Yes.
And, Janet, go ahead.
I would get arrested if I was down the street and took my kid in to a place like that and had something like that. I'm telling you right now, I'd come out and the cops would be ready to arrest me. So where are the police? Where are all the advocates that used to be ranting and raving about all these poor children? I can't believe one parent or a grandparent or aunt or uncle would take their niece, nephew, or child to see pornography live in action right in front of them, and nobody's doing shit about it. It's disgusting. Where are people?
these people are so fucked in the head, though, they don't see it as wrong because it serves their narrative. They're using these kids to push their narrative because they don't see them as people, they see them as things. That's
an accessory.
Exactly.
Kids from these people. These people aren't having the children's best interest at heart. Period.
If you
gyrating in front of them with a giant green dildo,
I know. I want to.
That's disgusting.
You put your kid on puberty blockers. That's the thing. These people put their fucking kids on puberty blockers. You got to be 21 to buy alcohol and cigarettes now, but you're 9 years old and you're on puberty blockers because you want to change genders. Your parents are shit. Your parents are garbage. That's child abuse. You don't deserve. I'm not for any sort of government control at all. But Jesus, God in heaven, some of these people that are reproducing, there needs to be a system of checks and balances for them, because the old adage is true. Any fool with a dick can make a baby, but it takes a real man to raise a child. And the same thing goes for a woman. It's sick. These people are. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Meanwhile, I couldn't pass the test to get a fishing license.
Tell me, these children that are being dragged to these things, these parades, and all these things aren't children that are in the system already, and they're with people that they're getting paid to do this crap, and they're abusing these children. They're using them as toys. They're putting them strapped on dildo.
Well, Janet, let me say what's up to the chat. I want to say hi to everybody, and then we will say hi to the panel, because boy, we came in hot. Boy, did we come in hot. Gap Stargate, what's up, buddy? Keely Chow, great to see you. Our boy Godzillionaire is in the house. What's up? My awesome boss, John F. Trent, on the Bounding Into Comics account.
Hail, John.
Either him or Spencer is behind it. Probably John right now. He's probably signed in. He's sitting there, probably very likely taking care of his daughter at the moment.
I met him on January 5th.
Yes, and let's see. We have our favorite dude, Mehdi in Egypt. I gotta get in touch with you and send you Mehdi's info.
Yeah,
send me his info.
I want to send him his kazoo and his trading card. I got a bunch of channel members I got to send shit to.
So I will do that. Of course, Free Speech Gaming is on the panel. We've got, let's see, we've got Lasso of Truth, Trina. She is being the head mod tonight. She is doing a killer job already. We have Papa Cotton. What is up, Wook? Great to see you, my friend. Orbital Nation's in the house, and he also sent a $10 super chat. My dude, Orange Hat Reviews, man, what's up, Orange Hat Reviews? He's had some nice momentum on his channel lately, man. And I'm glad to see him succeeding, because I've been riding with Orange Hat Reviews for a long time, and I'll tell you, that dude deserves all the success. Of course, as I said, Orbital Nation's here. We've got the Sentinel here. He's in the house. What's up, buddy? I also saw Cobalt 66 in the house. Our dude Turbo Graphics Tollbat. He dropped the Turbo Graphics and he's just Tollbat now. What's up, Tollbat? Great to see you, buddy. Let's see who else is in the house. And also, before the super chat jumps, I just want to say, PJ for $10. The Orbital Nation says, kids involved in sexualized events is child abuse. Where is child services when you need them? Yeah, and that is so spot on. There's our dude, Immortal Coil. What's up, dude? Hold on. I'll get to you here in a second. The Sentinel says there was this hot lesbian on Tucker one time calling out the trans movement for invading women's spaces.
Yeah.
We need more of that. Yes.
Yes,
we do need more hot lesbians.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
The lesbians!
Get them lipstick lesbians!
That was a direct quote, by the way. I just wanted
Lady Toriel, what's going on? Chris Fisk, what's going on? Chris Fisk says, make wood chipper sing.
Drew, did you see that name up here? Where'd it go?
JM 2021, what's up, buddy? Great to see you. Christopher Haynes.
Pinochet's helicopter tours. That That challenges Brutal Morningwood for the best name on YouTube
That's
because
up there.
I love that.
I don't know.
That is
Yeah, that's great.
that is like my go-to insult when I'm talking about my sister. I'm like, she's a commie. I'm like, let's send her on a fucking one-way helicopter ride.
There you go.
Orville Nation for another $5 says
Hail ordination.
there's a reason children aren't allowed into strip clubs. Bringing the strip club to the kids is insane and is a crime.
Yes, sir.
Bouting into comics.
Okay, that's the reason.
John made the point, with the institution of marriage is a thing. Yes, it is. And people don't treat it like that anymore. But there is, they went out of their way to kill off the nuclear family. And John, you know this. We all know this. This has been a running theme. They have celebrated gleefully that they could kill off the institution of the nuclear family. And that is why you see so much decadent bullshit, because it's a direct result of that. So, let me go around the panel. I got to introduce everybody. Of course, we got Janet from Another Planet here tonight. It's great to see you, lovely lady.
Thank you.
Because we need some estrogen to balance out all the testosterone here. Of course,
natural estrogen, yes.
Of course, we got my buddy Will from 40 minutes away. We've got Shellback that is in the house. What's up, Tim? Great to see you, buddy. Yep. Shellback's not
hey,
talking.
Drew, real quick, before the rest of the introductions or whatever, I must say, as a green, I am quite disturbed by Janet's angst towards green dongs.
You are our resident person of color. Green counts.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Green lives matter.
It's like Shelly and Yoda.
yes.
Be better, Janet. Be better. Okay.
Hey, Superman Adam Shawhan's in the house. What's up, dude? One of the most awesome supporters of the channel, our good friend, the sweet, awesome Tina Bojan is in the house.
Yeah, Tina.
Repping Chicago. She's one of the good things about Chicago, unlike Mayor Beetlejuice.
Dude,
Send me a pizza.
Tina braved the testosterone and came on our stream Saturday night. She came on the main event Saturday night. It was fun. It was fun having her on.
Hail to Chris Fisk. It's great to see you, my friend. I've been sitting here reading your comments. Lindsay the Cynical Geek is in the house. So is Lady Torio. What's up? Stephen Ransom, always good to see you, my friend. Big supporter of Dick's Division and everything else. Lindsay says, good evening, my fellow patriots. About to get my workout on at the gym while I got you guys going on.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Today, by the way, is Flag Day. And, listen, the only flag that we should be saluting is the American damn flag, and not, the rainbow flag, not the friggin' Ukrainian flag. It is the flag of our own country, the one that is hanging right behind me. That's what we need to salute. That is the reason my dad fought and eventually, passed on for this country. He didn't serve 30 years at 3 different branches of the military back when the military was the way that it should be and not uber woke. He served under that flag for the right reasons, for duty and honor. And I honor all the veterans that serve under that flag for that reason or have served. And, we will always be on the side of the vets, because this show, we honor the vets and we honor this country. That's right. JM 2021. God bless America. Yes, exactly. Could not agree with you more on that. Johnny David, what is up, my friend? Great to see you. Mehdi says, my next protest will be with a big green dog stabbed in my forehead. It's out. Green dildos for people too.
I'm there.
Oh my gosh.
I got your back, Mehdi.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Mehdi.
Book
Yes.
it.
Stephen
For
Ransom
the
pointed out-
greens.
Stephen Ransom pointed out it is also President Trump's birthday. Happy birthday!
Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot about that.
Let me go get my MAGA hat.
Yeah.
I do want to say, as far, because as people were mentioning earlier, that it's disappointing because it's really starting to come out that Fox News is a lot of hot air and counter oppo. And the funny thing about that is you don't have to look any further than Hannity, and it's come out that he was trying to sell Trump on the idea of pardoning Hunter Biden and going what else did Hannity say? Oh, no more stolen election talk. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Hannity's a piece of shit. He's a talking head.
Yes, he is.
He's bought and paid for. Like I said, that guy's been in the media. He's been in a bobblehead on network news almost as long as our current dementia-riddled piece of shit sitting in the White House has been a loser in Washington.
Almost, not quite, but almost.
He's almost there. He'll be there.
Yeah.
He'll be there soon. But no, Fox News is. We knew they were, bought and paid for a couple years ago.
Mainstream news is mainstream news is mainstream news.
Yep.
CNN, Fox.
That's it. Absolutely
Republic. Small Time Republic puts it perfectly. Fox News supports giving hormones to 5-year-olds. I'm done with them.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Avoid the big three. Avoid Fox News, avoid CNN, avoid MSNBC.
Yes, there you go.
At least that's where you start anyway. I mean, it goes beyond that, but who's got time?
The wonderful and sweet Maria with Tea and Telly, one of the nicest and most loving people. She's not a political person, but I'll tell you what, Maria is one of the sweetest, nicest, and supportive people that you can meet in this corner of YouTube. She's super nice.
I can think of a worse message than the one she's doling out there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, love and support, and it's much appreciated. Right? Thank you so much, Maria. Absolutely.
Yeah, Maria.
Wonderful $3 super chat. We have let's see here. Oh, I just lost a comment there. Good comment there. Lasso Truth, Trina says, I knew it on election night. Also, Tucker lied about Sidney Powell. I'll never forgive him for that. Yeah. And it's funny because here's the thing. One of the axes that I had to grind, and Will knows this directly, when we saw 2,000 Mules, because it was very eye-opening.
Ad nauseum.
And one of the things you could directly tell about Fox News right away, they never sat there and had Dinesh D'Souza's back. They never talked about 2,000 Mules. It was like, it was taboo for them. Albeit, hey, by the way, there's a documentary out there that has pretty compelling evidence. Oh, they didn't want nothing to do with it. Not a single person on there talked about it. And that, when they didn't support that, I was like, oh my God,
I know a lot of people that vaguely had not necessarily saw the movie or actually know anything about Dinesh D'Souza, but know that it existed and knew what it was saying. And they're thinking to themselves, well, this is perfect for Fox News because this is Fox News. This is what Fox News does. Wait a minute, they're not having them on? And that probably confused the hell out of a lot of people.
I will highlight, I'll retweet certain things that, a salient point that I'll hear on any source. I'll retweet it out. But that doesn't mean I'll sit there and support Fox News. I might retweet something if there's a good tweet that comes across my timeline. Yeah, I'll retweet that. But, largely, I don't support corporate media, period. Because I go back to the situation with Ivory Hecker when she called out Fox Corporate, and look what happened to her. And by the way, Ivory Hecker, I have a lot of respect for her. Trinoculus P. Hey, Trinoculus, great to see you. And Trinoculus P makes a great point. Fox News gets nervous when George Soros is mentioned. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
There you go.
Who did they? Harris Faulkner. She shushed Newt Gingrich. Newt Gingrich brought up George Soros. It was during the summer love when all the St. Floydians were out liberating Targets and CVSs from evil white sinister white Yahtzee, white supremacist, evil white, cis heteronormative, evil white people. Because George Floyd died of a drug overdose and a shitty cop, but hey, you know, let's burn down a Target because justice and equity.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harris
there's
Faulkner
the systems that
shushed
were systemized that got
Gingrich.
systemed over them, and there's the oppressions, and they don't know any better. They have to release their aggression, and you know we can't expect these people to think logically. Like, how fair
I'm
is that?
convinced he owns
That's-
every bus in the United States.
Right? But all those riots and shit that they were busting in, those protesters, Newt Gingrich brought that up on the news, and Harris Faulkner said we don't talk about
Harris
that.
Faulkner.
She shushed, and I'm just like, bitch, did you really just shush? Did you shush a grown man? Like, did you shush him and tell him he can't mention one of the most evil pieces of garbage on the face of the earth right now? A man who sold
right
his
there.
own people out. Sold his own people out to the Yahtzees.
World War
But hey,
II.
you know,
Where?
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, read
Yeah.
that right there.
Soros funds a lot of those district attorneys who did nothing to stop the rioting. Absolutely. Bop! Drop the mic right there. Yeah. The DAs in half of the, look at the cities. If they're a Democrat-run city, odds are you've got a Soros DA there. If it's a you do that, and that's a sad fact. But yeah, I see a lot of Republicans or controlled opposition in the chat, and you're absolutely right. They are. They're the Washington Generals to the Democrat Party, which is basically Marxist, Harlem Globetrotters. The Republicans
how
are just it's a dog and pony show.
Yeah,
You know how the
shocked.
totalitarian
I'm shocked.
tiptoe goes? It's
Yeah.
left, right, left, right.
That's
go
right.
ahead.
That's right.
Go
That's
ahead.
right, Coyle.
I-
Go ahead, Janet.
I said I'm surprised that Tucker is still on Fox.
Well, you know, here's the thing.
Doesn't he have the highest rated program on Fox News?
Still,
No,
Yeah.
in news.
everything he
In,
said.
well, yeah, in news. Thank you.
He's the
But
only
here-
reason some people even watch that channel.
Well, here's the problem, though. Okay, and people made the point earlier. To a large degree, I think Tucker Carlson is also, even though he does make salient points and he goes a little further than Hannity's willing to go and some of the other people, at the end of the day, the guy still is controlled opposition if he's working there, because they have bounds on him, and you know, they have limitations on him. So it's sadly, you know, that it's one of those things where you know, he's not going to say what is always needed to be said, you know. And that's
sorry, Joe, go ahead.
no, I was just saying that's why I'm thankful for citizen journalists, and that's why I praise people like Andy No, like Drew Hernandez, like, you know, people like that, because we're not going to hold back. We're going to tell you folks the truth. When we go out to the streets, when we are covering things, we're going to show you unfiltered. We're not using a filtered camera lens. We're not using any special equipment. We're out there dead on with our phones or a GoPro or whatever, bringing you the real deal. We are not going to sit there and sugarcoat it. You know, and the same thing comes when it's time to have these discussions like we're having tonight. You know, it's so important to just say the stuff that needs to be said out loud. That is what's important. And, you know, they won't do that in largely on network news. But, you know, you guys that are in the chat are very smart. You're very discerning, and you understand that. Otherwise, you know, you wouldn't be here watching us right now. And that is what's so important, because, you know, we're getting to the heart of the matter. And that's, you know, I can't stress that enough, that that's going to be the way that we win this conflict, which it is a conflict. Don't think otherwise. It is a conflict, because there's a war on nearly every front. There's a war in culture. There's a war in information. There's a war in spirituality, because they are trying to erase
Correct.
they're trying to erase God. They're trying to erase people
Family
that yes, they're trying to erase people that are believers. if you know, a real quick before we move on and really get into our topic in earnest, I can just tell you folks right now, Christians are being persecuted at an all-time high around the world, whether you're Christian Catholic, whether you're Christian non-denominational, whatever. If you're a Christian, you are being persecuted worldwide,
Well,
because it is deaths among Christians are up, and we're talking just people being outright murdered for being Christians. It's happening a lot in Europe and the third world, but it is not being talked about. And largely Christians are targeted here. You know, people come out and openly pray. You know, they are called bigots. You know, they come out and try to denounce this degenerate behavior. They're called Nazis and bigots. It's terrible. You know, and John encapsulates it perfectly right here. Huge attack on a church in Nigeria last week. Where was the media coverage? Almost none. Zero to none.
That's breaking news right there, right?
No, it was.
Well,
I
know it's not. I'm just making a point.
Hey, Mr. Grant Gregory, it's great to see you, sir. All right, so let's get into our first topic, and that is the sham of a J6 committee. That is, you know, it's funny because they had to get a producer from ABC News to even make this thing watchable, and people still aren't watching it. And right here we have from one of our favorite sources that we use on this show, Breitbart.com. Here's a poll. 4 in 10 say they will not watch any of the January 6th hearings. Gee, I wonder why. Because you're not going to get the abject truth.
That's a really generous poll too, because when you look at the actual numbers, it's something like less than 0.5% of the actual population.
Get on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, like less than 0.5% of the population of this country is actually watching this crap.
That was an awesome drop-in, whoever had that reminder. That was great. Here's a reminder. Get on YouTube. Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah. Where's your compensation for that?
Because watching YouTube is a lot better than watching this crap, because that, you know, folks, listen, when you have the sellout up there like Kinzinger, like Liz Cheney, like you know, Shifty Schiff, all these people that are on that committee, it's unconstitutional to begin with. But when you look at it from just the makeup of the committee itself, it's a couple of rhinos, and it's all, you know, over the top loons, you know, Democrat loons. They are. And what they're doing is, these are the people that are trying to tell you and try to make some connection that, oh my God, January 6th is as bad as 9/11. January 6th is as bad as, worse. Pearl Harbor. What did they say? It's as bad as Pearl Harbor. You know, I mean,
this is worse than the Tuskegee experiments.
Oh my God! You know, but oh God, that's
stole my line.
Oh my God! Yes, Lindsay, the cynical geek, says it's Eric Swallows on there too. Yes. You know, Tobat says, never forget on January 6th, gas was $1.99 or less. That's correct.
That's true. It wasn't that much different on January 7th either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but Wook is right. It's a fake hearing for propaganda's sake. And
it's a Disney hearing.
And listen, we shouldn't have political prisoners in this country to begin with.
Nope.
You know, I can tell you, because listen, so there's some of you viewers out there. You sent me to cover January 6th. You guys sent me when we were on West's Stream. You guys gave me the money to go and cover it on the ground. I was there. And yeah, I wasn't there for the actual breach, but I can tell you, just from being there, for being at the rally portion. All right, people were there, and that came there from, you know, and the favorite story I like to talk to is the man I talked to that drove from Missouri with his family of 4. It was their husband, wife, 2 kids, sitting there, and he told me point blank, the reason I'm here is because I want answers as to what happened. Because largely, I don't know what the hell just happened with this election. It was like, he's like, I just want somebody to come out and give me answers. People wanted just someone from inside that building to come out and address the crowd and tell them that the process is still the damn process. Because
Well, we're going to get the answers. We're going to get them from Liz Cheney and Schiff for brains.
Everybody thought after the way that turned out, even just a couple days off, people wondered how the hell the process failed. And hail to Brahma Bull. What's up, buddy? Great to see you, bud. And Pinochet's helicopter tour says, panel and chat, didn't Benny Thompson last night state that no charges will be filed against Trump? Why are they still going on then? Well, because they are trying to form a scapegoat. It's all about Trump 2024. They want to do as much damage as possible so that he comes out damaged and cannot run. Because the worst thing that they want right now is a Trump run in 2024.
Well, they
Godzillionaire
want
said,
to stir up their voter base too.
Yeah, yes, you're spot on, Tim. Godzillionaire says, so the J6 committee postponed tomorrow's farce. Do you think they know a Supreme Court opinion is coming and riot season is upon us? I think, again, the Roe versus Wade stuff is, that was obviously a criminal act to leak that document. And it was meant, again, this is an operation to forcibly compromise the Supreme Court. Because if you pay attention to what's going on, when you have the unhinged protester that went to go kill Brett Kavanaugh, showed up at his home, said that he wanted to kill him over Roe versus Wade. You have political operatives attempting to inject themselves into the Supreme Court system and go and influence Supreme Court, essentially poison the Supreme Court through fear tactics.
Chuck Schumer, Drew. Chuck Schumer. When he did that press conference or whatever. Gorsuch and Kavanaugh, you will pay the price.
Yeah. How's that not incitement? They wanted to get on Trump for January 6th. Oh my God, it's so bad. Oh God, it's so bad.
But he said fight like hell.
Yeah, but they let the Penguins sit up there and rile up all the hoodlums in Gotham. Get your guns. We need to take arms. I'm Chuck Schumer. I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would do him like they did Harry Reid, and you just see that pointy nosed piece of shit come in with a fucking black eye, and then I fell skiing. Yeah. Somebody busted you in your face because you're a jackass.
We believe Dick Cheney too.
Somebody take
walking in doors. Go figure.
So go ahead. Free speech. There's a comment here from Small Time Republic. I'll let you take this one.
Nobody talks about May 29th, 2020, when leftists tried to storm the White House and attacked Capitol Police. Yeah, it's the double standard we're always seeing. If it weren't for double standards, the left would have no standards. It's happening all the time. They go in, they'll have a hearing at the Senate, or they'll have a hearing at the Capitol building somewhere, and they'll come in and they'll rush in and they'll all go in and stand right in front of where they're trying to have their hearing, and they'll postpone it for a few minutes and they'll placate them. But when they know that hundreds of thousands of people are showing up, they also know that there's certain things set up, because I honestly believe any of the violence, which was fairly minimal with exception to what happened to Ashley Babbitt at the riot, or as I like to call it, the mostly peaceful demonstration, almost entirely peaceful demonstration.
No targets were hurt during that demonstration.
Yeah, but we know that they had certain boom devices made with pipes set up around the Capitol so that they could have somebody to blame. So I believe the whole thing was a setup from there. But yeah, it's the double standard of it's okay when they do it. Trump says fight like hell, and it's incitement to a riot. They can come up and say, if you see one of these people at a restaurant, you can go out and confront them and whip up a crowd and make sure that they know they're not welcome. We need to make sure you're ready and armed for when the red wave comes to take away all the gays and transes.
Yeah, the
I think Papa Cotton just hit the nail on the head.
Papa Cotton is correct on that one. He said that there are a lot of stupid people, and there are a lot of stupid people that you can show them till you're blue in the face that 85% of their own federal government is corrupt, and they refuse to believe it. They're like, "Oh no, it's not true." Really?
Well, I want to.
What's the real problem here? I mean, everybody says that the government is the real problem. Are they even half the problem, or is the problem like Papa Cotton says that just people are stupid and they're impressionable and they kowtow and they step and fetch and they believe everything they hear?
It's not necessarily that they're stupid. I mean, they are.
All right, take stupid away. Everything else I said then.
But they're ignorant.
This is the result of social engineering. You look at all the stuff they're doing in the schools. You look at how they've generationally.
All I gotta say, Immortal, is tell them, Hawk.
Fucking A.
Well, it's kind of, a person can be intelligent, but people are stupid. As soon as you get more than two people into a group together, it's very easy to convince them.
It's four more gathered in my name. So
it's herd mentality. You have a generation of people who do not have the intestinal fortitude nor the intellectual capability to be leaders. They're not programmed that way. They were born and raised as fucking betas, and I don't say that, pounding my chest as saying I'm an alpha. I say that this is a fact. They're born, they're followers. They crave subjugation, just like Loki said in fucking Avengers. He was absolutely right, and I hate quoting a Marvel movie, but it's true. If you look at these people, they're lemmings. They do. They want to be led by the nose. They want to be told what to do. They're as I say, the govern me harder, daddy crowd. And to Freeze Peach's point about the red wave sweeping away the gays and the transes. Well, I mean, the gays are fine. The transes, you give them 3 years post transition, and they join the 41% suicide squad anyway. Correct. So I mean, they just wipe themselves out. That's nothing that anybody else does. That's what they do to themselves because they made a bad decision and they chemically altered themselves. And through mental illness, they thought that was going to fix their problems, and it didn't. So they therefore remove themselves from the board. But no,
whatever
I don't care.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say.
Yep, go ahead.
The point is, part of what you're saying there is that regardless of what their agenda was, the trans people are ruining it for the gays.
They do. They absolutely do. I hate.
Trying to. That's a for any argument that everyone wants to have, but no, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Go ahead, Pete.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's so funny being called transphobic. I'm like, no, see, that's where you're wrong because a phobia implies that there's a level of fear. It's not fear. Exactly. It's fucking it's fucking disgust. Like people like Blair White, you do you. You're not hurting any. You're not going, accept me. You're like, look, I know what I am. I know who I am. And this is what I want to do with my, okay, you're being you. You're not telling me I have to accept you. It's when you come and you have to accept. No, I don't. Look, you're telling me that you can switch chromosomes when that's fucking literally scientifically impossible. You tell me to follow the science, but when the science of gender and sex, which are the same fucking thing, it's not a social construct. Hello, it's not a social construct. It is a scientific fact. But then you're telling me I have to get a vaccine because that's science. But you don't trust us. What am I supposed to believe here? Why are we sending mixed signals? And this is why.
I love it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. What is it? Trans exclusionary radical feminist. Team TERF. Dave Chappelle said it right.
Yeah.
May God strike me dead if I ever interrupt you again.
That was a Harry Potter author too. Team TERF. Yeah.
Oh yeah. JK.
Yeah. J.K. Rowling. Yep.
Yeah, Tina says the stories I hear from my sons about their university experience are sad and frightening. Yeah, because that's largely where a lot of it took hold. Hail Glinzer, great to see you, buddy. And Small Time Republic, you've been on fire with your chats. And Brutal Morningwood, you've been
Hail, sir.
Great to see you. Yeah, I wanted to get into as we were having this great discussion. I wanted to actually, I shared this, which again, this is no surprise. Is anybody surprised by this?
No. He got a $25 million wedding gift from fucking China for a wedding gift because, he married some woman whose father is a very well-to-do, person with the Chinese government. Fuck you, Mitch.
We're going to take it slow. I'm Mitch McConnell.
That voice to that boy.
This giblet ass piece of shit.
You sound like Mitch McConnell choking on Jello.
We're going to take it slow.
It's a trap.
He knows he's not going to run again, so he's taking his cash and going to go home and put it in his nest.
Janet.
Hey, all my friends are everyday money, so I couldn't kill myself.
Oh man. Lindsay the Cynical Yeet says the trans rights activists will do far more damage to trans acceptance than TERFs ever could. Yes, that's exactly
they
right.
already have.
Yeah.
Look.
Yep.
I mean, they've turned people so far off, even wanting to understand transgenderism that most people have thrown up their hands and said enough because it's ridiculous. Because it's essentially a hostile takeover. This was a hostile takeover in the gay community. In the gay where the gay community's failing was they did not gatekeep their own shit and tell these people, get the hell out of here, leave us alone, because we're happy, we're marrying who we want to, we're together with who we want to be, leave us the hell alone. But the gay people didn't stand up. They much like straight people were afraid of the backlash because trans said, you accept me or else. And that's how they made their way in. They forced their way in.
They left their back door open, and these people just
more than one way.
Hey now. I like that, Jim.
Well, it's one of those things like mainstream people just want to be left the fuck alone. And these people radicalize either sides to make the whoever look bad. I know plenty of gay people who are just like perfectly cool.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I know plenty of, well, not plenty. I know a couple of trans people who are perfectly cool. But then you get people on the media humping the algorithm, and all of a sudden there's a big problem everywhere.
Shellback, I need to know something. Did you leave your back door open?
Silence is a yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
I got a jet, Drew. I've ranted too
Are you
much.
uncomfortable with the
feel.
discussion?
No, I gotta head over. I gotta head over to Clown World Review to get ready to review some wrestling.
All right, my friend.
But thank you. Hail this chat. Wonderful chat in this.
Talk
panel.
about your channel.
All right. Etapukuin's place to be reviews. We're in the midst of moving and building the studio, so we're just doing live streams right now. Monday night, Wednesday night, except next Wednesday we have to cancel because I'm having all my internet and shit switched over. But yeah, usually every Monday, Wednesday night we got live streams. I'm doing WCW individual Nitro Raw reviews plus pay-per-views, pop culture videos, a lot of stuff going on. As soon as the new studio's built, things resume as normal. You can catch me here every Tuesday, Clown World Review every Tuesday night at 8, and Orville Nation on Thursdays. Thank you all. You guys rock.
Etep, there's a comment for you.
I'm just a humble merchant, and I sell roofs and helicopter tours. I'm gonna sign, like I said, I'm gonna sign my sister up for a one-way helicopter tour over there. She needs a ride. You can drop her off anywhere. I'll see you guys later.
Grand Canyon, though.
Hail to Helam.
Love y'all.
Yeah. Hey, take
Bye.
care, ETEP. We'll see you. Everybody go and subscribe to ETEP, man. ETEP has a great channel, and he's awesome. So I made Immortal big just because
I'm pretty awesome too,
Yeah, he is. He's pretty awesome. Chris Smith says backdoor slots nice. Nice.
I'm sorry, I hate to bring this up, but how's that what is it? Kenobi meat campaign going? Are we still on that?
Yes, Kenobi.
We've been blasting a couple of those things.
I figured as much.
Yeah, Kenobi
meat. The proper time to bring that up.
Kenobi meat needs, we need to tell you that the beef sticks are coming soon.
All right.
Beef sticks are going to drop like
Denty Moore. We're in talks with them.
I won't be here. Just stick them in the back door.
Yeah. But no, the thing is largely the problem with all of this is, not enough people are turning and saying, we're done with woke. And, granted, everybody wants to be nice. Everybody generally wants to treat their fellow human well. And that's good. You should keep that perspective. But the problem is, these radicals do not want to treat you well. What they want to do is impose upon you. They want to impose their opinions. They want to generally be bullies to you. And, when a bully comes at you, what's the most effective way to stop them? You turn around and you punch them in the nose or punch them in the stomach and say, leave me alone. And that is what people need to do. They need to throw that darn punch and tell these people, leave me the F alone and sit down.
Yep, they can't handle their BS being called out. They always go for the weakest counters as well. I was getting into it with some dude in his comments recently who was throwing out a bunch of straw man arguments against Geeks and Gamers,
Right.
and he's saying like, "Oh, all of this anti-SJW stuff, whatever." But I was getting into it with him in the comments, and immediately right away he just starts going for like the weakest sophomoric character attacks. He's like, "Oh, anyone who has to go into somebody's comment sections and criticize their work is clearly insecure, and it's just a typical thing for bigots to not like being called bigots." I'm like, hang on, circular logic there. So I don't like being called a bigot. That makes me a bigot. Yeah.
Well, here's the. Did you ask him this question, Stephen?
Spending $150 million on cocaine would make sense.
I stand by that statement. That does make sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess it depends on who you buy it from.
Yeah.
Hey!
That's my opinion!
As Comics Division would say, absolutely. That is spot on. Godzillionaire for $2 says, hashtag Kenobi meat beefsteaks available in L, XL, and Drew.
Nice.
I'm going to take a little bit of
How much is the Drew one?
Two family sized.
Yeah, that goes to that probably goes for about a grand.
And don't forget about our kids meal. Our kids menu.
That's Jed.
Jed.
Yeah, that's Jed. The Jed size that goes for $1. We have to adjust for inflation. Okay, let's see here. We also,
speaking of inflation, it has been a fun 40 years, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, lovely. Economy had a good run for 80 years, didn't it?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Merry Christmas to all.
Yeah, it's funny where Biden actually he had a hey Tim Zuck, what's going on, buddy? Biden actually had a meltdown. Oh my God, we gotta play that clip because that's so
Please
good.
do.
Oh, is this the Popham one?
My poop my pants.
Yep, that one. Okay, yeah.
Oh man, yeah, he had a meltdown earlier, and it was just absolutely epic. Because yeah, I retweeted this. This was townhall.com shared this tweet, and it's just an 8-second clip, but it's just so funny because it's typical. So let me share the audio here, and we'll play this. This is great. It's the visibly angry Grandpa Joe. Hang on.
Changing people's lives. I don't want to hear any more of these lies about reckless spending. We're changing people's lives.
He sounds a little backed up.
He does.
He might need some applesauce.
Yeah, man.
Can you see his eyebrows because his skin is so red? I'm just not sure anymore.
Oh my God, yeah, he's so triggered. He was so triggered, man, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh
God,
that's great.
They made the problem. They brought him out before they gave him his 2 scoops of ice cream. You got to give him the 2 scoops of ice cream and then put him on the stage.
A sprinkle of Metamucil.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Godzillionaire says
sniff somebody's hair first too.
yes. Godzillionaire says Drew size ships by UPS.
They call to make sure you have a forklift before they show up.
What can Brown do for you?
Oh God, yeah. Shellback says Biden is melting like his ice cream. Yeah, he really was, man. That's hilarious that he just went off like that. He was like literally like the old grandpa that gets mad at you, dementia grandpa, when you remind him of something he has to do. They're like, no, don't tell me I have to do that.
Right. You try to convince them that Vietnam's over, and they get all upset at you.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah, he was so mad, but that's great. I need to actually save that clip.
Let me tell you something else. She steals. No, okay,
yeah. Somebody actually needs to get that clip. I need that on demand.
We're changing lives, and I made a boom boom.
I made a poo poo.
Nice. Hail to TZ Burton. What's going on, buddy? Great to see you, my friend. Papa Cotton says hashtag Biden's earlobes. Yes, because you have the earlobe theory and you're sticking with it. Look, I get it. The thing is, though, it's just it's so funny that people think somehow we're not in a recession or this is just gonna up and be over with, because it's not. It will not be over with until you get somebody in that is going to say, we need to bring back energy independence. We need to take control of the markets. Listen, we are a country that should be the leader across the board in most industry. Whether that's oil, whether that's the production of certain food, whether that's tech. We should be, why are we relying on other places for chips? We should have the chip manufacturing right here in our country. Other than yeah, exactly.
We're too busy with our car-sized electronic outlets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's ridiculous. And you need somebody that is going to come back in and say, look, I'm sick of losing. America's going to start winning, and I'm going to take the steps to make us the leader in all of these different things, because that's where we should be. The world should rely on us, not the other way around. The Sentinel says it's a Grandpa Simpson syndrome.
Eepa!
Oh my goodness.
No, look at Trina. I love it. Trina is
you.
dropping them links like it's hot. Look at that. Hot and ready.
Thank you, Trina.
Going all over the place. So make sure you subscribe to these awesome people on the panel, because we are just kicking butt together. We have a great energy, a great chemistry. And like I said, this stream's been on fire from minute one, because we came in hot today. So By the way, folks, if you use the exclamation point tip function, you just a tip. You can tip via Stream Elements. That goes straight to the awesome thing known as my PayPal. Or if you really want to help out, you can throw a little donation, something, anything, or even just share it out and share out Mom's Memorial Fund. Because things are rough right now. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. I'm kind of having an existential crisis because I very likely won't make it through the month. So any help, $5, $10, or like I said, even just retweeting it or sharing it out is a huge help. So it's much appreciated. But thank you very much. And Steve just put it right there. And so did Trina. GibsonGo.com/Taylor Legacy. And again, everything is appreciated, even those shares, because, sharing it, you never know whose eyes it'll get in front of. So thank you so much, folks, because you're an awesome audience. You're the reason why I do this, and you're worth doing it for, and I'll always pay it forward. I have the utmost respect for each and every one of you all around the world, being patriots, being courageous, being out there. JM 2021 says, who's more hated, Amber Turd, Brie Larson, or Ezra Miller? I don't know. I would say
I know. Amber Heard is hated the most. Brie Larson, people are either for or against, but no one really hates her that much. She's more of a meme. Ezra Miller should be hated the most, though.
Yes,
that's what it is.
What's that game like? Fuck friend
Fuck,
or
marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah. How would you guys rate these people?
God.
We're talking based totally on being vapid and shallow here. Obviously, I'm not going near Ezra Miller as far as any of those.
I'd take one for the team. Go the bang route on Amber. Go the marry route on Brie, and Ezra Miller. You can just off him.
I'm just trying to think which one could I spend the most time of.
I'm not talking about that one.
I'm just trying to think which one I could spend the most amount of time with without wanting to put a bullet in my head.
Brie.
Yeah.
Brie. That's
I would just cook for all three of them.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the simple solution, but that's not the rules.
Nelson is.
Nelson. Can't we ever get anyone where it makes it easier? Honestly.
Yeah, Nelson the gentleman is worried we may drive Jed over the edge. He's going to shoot all of you that meet up.
Jed the Sixth.
Oh man. And by the way, as Gap Stargate said, hail Nelson the gentleman. Great to see you. So we will go around the panel. I'm going to let everybody do their outro. It's been a great discussion tonight, man. It really flew by, actually, because my God, an hour just went snap. But I need to try to get some supper together. I need to finish the stories I need to finish for Bounding. Now, again, thank you to John Trent. I'm very happy to be back writing today, and it's nice to just have a distraction, folks, because I've had a lot of anxiety. I've had a lot of stress lately. I had a lot of trouble sleeping. Will can attest to, because I've talked to him plenty privately. I've had
trouble getting to sleep myself. Thank you, Drew.
I've been a real wreck with trying to deal with all this, and I've been trying to keep my head up. I really have. I've tried every avenue I possibly could, and I just keep praying. Above all, just keep praying for a miracle. So, and that's all I can do. Just ask, leave it in the hands of God, and don't worry about it. Will doesn't have a link, Trina. He does, however, people can see him here on Tuesdays, because as long as
I'm gonna work on that. I think I'm going to start I think I'm going to get the process going on that. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Will might make a YouTube channel, and then we could go from there. So if he does, we will help him spread his wings and take flight. Shellback says, "I swear they're doing ops on my internet signal." I wouldn't be doubt that. All right, so we will go and let everybody kind of give you an idea where they're at. As you heard from Will, he may be starting a YouTube channel. Stay tuned for that. We've got Janet from Another Planet.
Thank you for coming tonight. Really appreciate you, Chad. It's awesome. And the rest of the panel, thank you for having me. And you can check out my YouTube channel, Janet from Another Planet. I just do shorts, just to put a smile on your face, I hope. I also have an Instagram and a TikTok under the same name. And I have a Discord server. So if you want to, and I'm also on Twitter. So if you have any ideas of something you might want to see me do, drop me a line on any of those. Thank you very much. You guys have a great night.
Hey, you know what's wonderful about Janet, folks? She's a 100% red-blooded American woman. You know, there is nothing fake about her. She's got all the right parts in all the right places. And that is why I appreciate Janet, because she's not only intelligent, she's not only sexy beyond, but she is a patriot. And I will always appreciate that. And she loves God. So we go over to Stephen, aka Free Speech Gaming. Hey, you're
Audio.
muted.
Sorry, I was coughing earlier, and I didn't think anyone wanted to hear that. But hey, everybody, how's it going? This was another excellent Tuesday here at United Resistance. I had a great time. Chat, you guys were popping off. This is best chat on YouTube by far. I mean, I couldn't even scroll up and try and find a specific tweet I was looking for before. It's been fire in there. You guys have been great. You can find me here on YouTube. I haven't been streaming lately. I'm working on getting that up and running. Probably going to be on a different day. Mondays, you can usually find me over on Shellback's channel doing the warm-up for yelling at parked cars. And Tuesdays, you can find me here. On Thursdays, I'm posting on my second YouTube channel, LOTR Step by Step, doing scene-by-scene reviews of the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition trilogy. This week is actually going to be postponed to next week. Had a bit of stuff going on, so
Shellback loves you.
Oh yes, I definitely boomered that. But yes, this week's LOTR Step by Step postponed to next week, but it will be coming out. So please keep an eye out for that. I will put the link up in just a minute. But everybody out there, have an excellent day. Be wonderful to each other.
Yeah, subscribe to Shellback TJC for yelling at parked cars warm up that he does every Monday. And we'll go over to last but certainly not least, one of my compadres, one of the best co-host a dude could ask for, the voice of savagery, Immortal Coil. What is up, my brother?
What's happening, my savage friends? You are listening to the voice of Immortal Coil, your oracle of whiskey mysticism. Revolution is my name. I got a pretty good channel. I'm rocking in the 365 sub, somewhere in their category. Always appreciate more people. Got a lot of great content on there. Drop me a fucking comment, share and subscribe, all that good stuff. I run a show on Wednesdays called The Savage Perspective, where I just go around and spit vitriol about this and that. Not far off the mark from Drew and his wonderful comrades around here. This has been the greatest chat that I've seen in a while. I've seen a lot of my friends here just lighting up the post in very humorous and remarkable ways. It's my privilege and honor to be here. I hope to be here next week and a regular part of the show. So fucking
dude, you are a regular part of this show. Stop. Stop. Just stop.
All right.
You are a regular part of the show.
That's me being an asshole.
Man, you and me have the same goal on that end.
But no, thank you so much, folks. Because listen, you are the reason that I do this. I just want to talk about things and take the gloves off. Get to the heart of the matter. I don't sugarcoat anything, and I'm always looking for the truth. I want to know the truth. The pursuit of truth is the most honorable goal that you can have, and we all should be asking questions constantly. What's going around? What's going on around us? Ask questions about the universe. Ask questions about, nature, anything. But the pursuit of knowledge, the pursuit of truth, is a very just one. And we have to remember that. We need to get back to that because questioning things is so discouraged now. It is dropped by the wayside. The radicals out there will tell you, and the authoritarians will tell you, oh, don't ask questions. That's no good. Don't listen to that. Question everything. And that's my little rant to end it. But thank you so much, folks. I love you guys. And Woke Breaker, it's okay that you got here late. I'm just glad you were here. Chris Fisk in all caps says, how dare you ask that, Drew? There's George Lucas.
There he is.
Yeah.
Why, sir? Why?
Oh man. That's
Look, I mean, I can't blame him. He was looking at millions of dollars from the white slavers at Disney.
He thought he was going to die in like 2 years, so I understand. But he's going to be cursed with old age. He's going to be like 120, going like. yes, indeed.
I think I'm going to call bullshit on that.
I don't think I've seen that one before. That's a good one.
That's great.
Oh.
All right. Well, thanks again, folks. It was another great episode of United Resistance. I don't even think we got into the in-depth discussion I wanted to have on red flag laws, but I will save that for next week. As in the business, that's what we call a tease. And until then, we will see you later. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. But keep it within the bounds of the law.
Please.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hi, Coast Casino.
Hey, welcome to Sporking News Podcast. My name is Scott.
I'm E. Temple Kui, and I'm
Every
replaced to
time
be
I
reviewed.
see this, it's typical culture.
I am the Patriot, True Taylor, aka Supreme Heretic.
The Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter.
What up?
Hello, everybody. It's me, Vinny. The voice of Immortal Coil.
Oh, hey, I am the Ghost Bear.
What's going on, Tommy? And you get anybody go like this?
Yeah, I'm Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast. Tone Death rocking.
I mean, we have a lot of cool things over there. I did some magic tricks.
Hi, guys. Try to stay here.
My name is Marky Knight.